All right, so after that incredible game, it ended Liverpool at home 2 and Arsenal 2. I know that a lot of people might want to say that this is not a good performance, especially for Arsenal. In the first half, it was not a good performance. In the second half, Arsenal staged some comeback and everything just ended like that. But I'm here to tell you that you see that 1 point where Arsenal bagged today from Anfield, even despite the fact that win or lose or draw, it has no significant impact in the life of Liverpool as things stand right now. See, that 1 point is very, very, very important. It is something to hold on to for Arsenal at this junction. Because if you check the Premier League table now, you can see, forget Liverpool, them don't go. Arsenal presently 68, Newcastle 66, Manchester City 65, Chelsea 63, Aston Villa 63, Nottingham Forest 62. You see, from 7th to 2nd, it is still very open to anybody to grab or to snatch. So every 1 point or 3 points at this junction is very, very important. Very, very important. Plus the fact that, you see, from 2nd to 7th, I think it is only Newcastle and Aston Villa that win this week. Chelsea lost, Newcastle win, Manchester City draw their game, Arsenal draw, Nottingham Forest draw. So every 1 point at this junction, if to say Chelsea see one today, 1 point gather today, are for appeal. So I feel like every 1 point at this junction, at this stage of the season, is very, very important. So that Arsenal got a point out of that game today, because you know, if nobody say VAR come out that game, and if nobody say God will they rescue Arsenal towards the tail end of the game, this game won't end Liverpool winning. You get my point? However, are we going to say that Arsenal play bad, especially in the second half? Absolutely no. Shout out to the goal scorer, Merino and Martinelli. Shout out to these two guys. But despite the fact that there are some iota of low block, when we say Liverpool won low block at some point, even with the red card, it still they look like say Arsenal, they want to play them some more. But despite all of this situation, getting 1 point out of Anfield is not bad. And this season, Arsenal unbeaten run for all the top 6 is still they continue. None of them don't defeat Arsenal. I was thinking Liverpool are going to do it today, because at some point, when especially when they scored that third goal before VAR come out, I feel like say, oh boy, you don't finish. Oh. And you know, it's an important draw for Arsenal today. They still remain the 2nd position on the league table, which is very, very important for 2 games to go now. Arsenal now playing against Newcastle next, and this is where I won't beg Arsenal. I beg, some of your players need rest. Players in likes of Bukayo Saka, some of those players need rest. You can see that they are drained of energy, especially in the first half. They came into the second half forcing a lot of game. That's why you see a player like Mikel Merino, when at some point the ball fall down, and you know, some Arsenal players need rest. This week I'll be expecting Arsenal to give their players enough rest. And I beg, by next weekend, we need Una to defeat Newcastle. No, they say inside. Newcastle don't use energy. Play Chelsea today. Defeat Newcastle for Chelsea. I beg. You get my point now. But altogether, it was not completely a bad game today for Arsenal. They got the 1 point out of Anfield. 1 point is very crucial at this stage. Anyhow point, even if there is an opportunity to gather half point, it is important at this stage. So forget about prayer. Arsenal play well for first half. I mean, they no play well. Last, Liverpool no see them flog. And Arsenal unbeaten run, still they continue. The Gunners, let me know what you guys think about that game. And I'll see you guys later.